Would you care to look inside my box with me? I thought we would do something a little bit different, a little bit fun tonight, perhaps, because I only had one sale today, and it was a $22 baseball that I got for $4 on Dibdit. But that's not much of a video, but I did get a package today. Now, this package came from J&M Vault. I am not much of a whatnot man myself. I am Dibdit through and through. That's DIBDIT.com, folks. For my live auction needs. However, I don't really know what possessed me to open up the Whatnot app. I don't know. Maybe I had a sale that day. I don't know. But anyway, towards the top of my feed was a storage unit finds one that only kind of had about 6 viewers. You see, I'm somebody who I ignore, honestly, if they have more than 20 viewers, 20 to 30 viewers on Whatnot, I just kind of scroll through. I'm looking for a deal. And I think at the time, they had about 6 or 7 people in, so I jumped in, and it was right at the beginning of the show, and he was showing a Winged Eagle championship. It was the toy one, foam with plastic, and the auction was ending as soon as I jumped in, and the person got it for $2, and I was like, hang on here, if we're handing out wrestling stuff for $2, I am in, you have my attention. It turned out to be a variety show, so if you're not a wrestling fan, don't worry, there's not very much wrestling stuff in here, but I was like, okay, I'm watching, so I did. Very nice guy. He was tag teaming with his wife for the majority of what I was able to see. She did have to step away for a little bit with the kid. I understand that for sure. I did another disclosure. I did have the auction on very low volume because we were watching Cars as a family in the living room. And although I love Cars, we have been watching a lot of Cars for our evening movie. I've seen it. So I did have the auction on low volume, and I really like these guys. They had phenomenal stuff. I am not one to poach, but I do suggest perhaps maybe an auction on Dibdit.com. This is the type of stuff that people over there on Dibdit love to see. Here's my package, and I also won 3 giveaways throughout the show. Now, you know what? People are going to be like, oh, that's greedy, you should stop entering. Here's the deal. As a live seller myself, I always kind of want my giveaways to go to somebody who is buying, even though anybody can enter the giveaways. I give away some bigger stuff. These were cards. But either way, because if somebody wins a giveaway and they don't buy anything, you have to ship that. If it was a card, that sure is, almost 80 cents here still per card that you're sending to somebody. But anyway, I was like, I'm going to keep entering. And I did win a few cards in here. So I don't remember much about what I purchased. I was trying to watch Cars, and I was just like, oh, that's a great deal, and blah, 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 Swiping on some items. I spent a total of $32 on this package. Now, that includes fees, and that includes shipping. So total invested is $32, all said and done, rounded to the nearest dollar. I'm not sure what it was to the penny, folks. But I for sure remember the first item that I purchased was wrestling. That's another thing about live auctions is even when I do watch them, I don't really buy because that first item has the shipping. And to me as a reseller, that shipping cost, you tune into an auction, you buy 2 things, okay, you still spent $8, $9 in shipping. That is tacked on to your cost for that item, so it would have to be a high valued item. So I don't buy very much, but what gets me is if they run something that I want to buy for myself rather than resell. And the first 2 items were wrestling items, which I collect, so those were purchases for myself. The rest, then shipping is free. And then $2 starts. Every item in here was purchased for either $2 or $3 a piece. Total of $32. I think total shipping was close to $10. And here is an item that I remember, and it was the very first item that I was able to purchase. A WCW Tag Team Championship. This is officially licensed, actually. I was kind of wondering. This is WCW 1999. I couldn't tell because I was not watching WCW in 1999, so I don't know what their toy belts looked like, but that was number 2 of the auction. I jumped in at the perfect time. Look at that. They were a smart team as well. He was doing the live auctioning. She was sorting, certainly, tagging, and also what was smart of her was if she saw an item that started to go higher, she would go into the shelves and find a like item, because you never know. Say you're running trolls, for example, and people are bidding war over trolls, and you're thinking, oh, I got trolls. I'm going to sprinkle those in throughout the show. Well, maybe you wait 5-10 minutes, and then you run another troll. One of those buyers that were in the bidding war could be gone, or not paying attention, or have left. And then it's just the one buyer, and nobody else bids against them. So it is a very smart tactic as a live auctioneer. This is a sidebar, I apologize. Two, if you see something doing well, and the same vice versa, if you run something that a nice piece of jewelry and it doesn't get a bid, or even worse than sometimes it getting one bid is it doesn't, or I'm sorry, even worse than it not getting a bid is only getting one bid. Sometimes, depends on the item. Then you're like, oh, well, I'm not going to run any more of my nice jewelry because people aren't interested in that night. That's an advantage of not preloading. But back to my package. Look at this. This is super dope. This is in fantastic condition. I also, like I said, had this either muted or on low volume the majority of the show. So when I was listening to him, he was doing very well about making call outs if there were any flaws. So I'm sure maybe purchase items that I didn't hear if there were call outs, or maybe there weren't. But anyway, that's a beautiful, beautiful piece. Okay, I don't really recall this exactly. Oh, yeah. A Victoria's Secret backpack. Wonderful condition. Again, probably, this one probably I paid $2 for. Everything was $2 or $3. Love Victoria. Some of the older Victoria's Secret stuff can do well. I'm not sure what that is. Age. I don't know the value of basically anything I'm pulling out, but that's kind of cool. Oh, we got a little thank you card. I love to be thanked, and I love to thank others. Thank you for supporting my small business. I love that. Wish you have a nice day. What a lovely couple they are. Absolutely love it. Okay, what else do we have here? We have a crab with a knife. A little lady with her rainbow. Very nice. And, nope, very nice. All right, what do we got next? Care Bear. Absolutely, I do remember this. This one is an older one. 2003. It's not terribly old, but in great condition, that's for sure. A watch. I do remember this. Psycho watch. Not sure if you can see that. Navy blue. I don't usually get watches because they almost never are like with battery working at the time, which this one isn't, but it's in lovely condition. Cabbage Patch. I do remember this. Absolutely. With tag. Needs a touch of cleaning, but no rips or anything. 2011. So not a terribly old one. So we'll see about that. This I thought was super cool. This is with original tags. Super sweet. A 1997 Beavis and Butthead with original tags. Super cool. At one point it was $15. Black Beavis and Butthead. Snapback. Awesome. I bought these for myself. I got me some undies. You can never have enough undies. And I tell you what, when I went to the Target and got some boxer briefs for myself, I was astonished at the prices. Good heavens me. So absolutely, picking these up for a couple dollars. Pizza undies, I like pizza. Popcorn, burgers, all the above are delicious to me. What do we have here? Oh yeah, dope. No idea who signed this. 1995 Super Bowl 29. Somebody's got that signed. Wouldn't that be lovely if a COA just fell out of it? Very cool. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This was the second item that I purchased, and this, after I purchased this, was free shipping. Look at that. What is it? It's a keychain. I was wondering, it's a light up keychain. Collect them all. There's also Undertaker, Sable, and Kane. This is the Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's going right on my 90s wrestling shelf. Absolutely fantastic. You're not going to believe I got this for, I think, $3. And I don't know who it's signed by. Oh, it's probably by Stanton from the Miami Marlins. It's a jersey with a signature. No COA, but you know what? It's a jersey with a signature. And then I got some giveaway wins. Look at this giveaway. Congrats. What did we win? I see Pokemon right on the front. I don't know Pokemon. Orbeetle. We got an Orbeetle all nicely in top loaders. Little Orbeetle. I don't think that's a holo. Tutu Atwell. Look at him. He's a shimmery guy. And a Floatzel. Floatzel likes to surf, and why wouldn't she? Oh, what's this? Oh, packing slip. I think that's a nice bundle for $32 shipped to the door. Do you agree? We got Pokemon cards, quick rattle. Pokemon and a sparkly tutu. We got a Marlins jersey by Majestic, size small, but you know what? I got Stone Cold Steve Austin, personal item. Super Bowl. I got myself underwear, which, gosh darn, $32 is some of the prices I was seeing at the Target for like 4-packs. What are we doing? I got stickers. I love stickers. Beavis and Butthead was one of my favorite items that I got. A Care Bear and a Cabbage Patch Kid. This nice Psycho watch. Psycho? Not sure. And my wrestling belt. What do you think? What's your favorite? Did you like this video? I don't get very many packages from live auctions. I don't buy from live auctions very often, but when I do, maybe I'll do this again. We'll see you another time.